What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Awesome Nerd Show. Today we're looking at some NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Archie Comics adventure figures. So today we're looking at 3 of the mighty Mutanimals. So we have Man Ray, so he's a bigger figure. You can see box wide and stuff, he's bigger. And then we have Dreadmon and Jagwar. So both of those look cool as well. Again, all part of the mighty Mutanimals. So cool to have all 3 of these together, all from the Target Haulathon. So I'm excited for all of these. So let me go and get them out of the box and we'll take a look at them together. Well, let's start off with our Man Ray, who also goes by Ray Fillet, but his real name is Jack Finney, and he worked at the New Jersey Borough's aquarium that had special interest in man rays, and he was investigating a sewer pipe that he believed was used for illegal dumping when he got caught up in an overflow and carried out to sea, where he had contact with the mutagen that transformed him into an anthropomorphic manta ray. So just like other characters like Bebop and Rocksteady and stuff, gets transformed into an animal-like character, so he's a manta ray here, which looks really cool. I love this design, just looks awesome. Such a cool looking character and figure. I just love this thing so much. It looks so cool. So we have the wings and stuff there on the back. It's like the manta ray, I guess call them wings. I don't know what you'd call them otherwise. Has a nice spine there on the back and the tail going back in there, which is really cool. Has a nice point onto it with the spikes on there as well. Just looks really awesome with that. And then the body where he's a darker blue color. So like the difference between the lighter blue and the darker blue just helps make it stand out. Where he's got his big, I guess I'd say ugly head. It's like a big head, and especially with his other head he comes with, it's making like a look that makes me laugh. But he's got the nice big eyes, big mouth open with the teeth. You can see his tongue in there, and then the little like fins or horns or whatever you want to call it there on top of his head, and then his big muscular body with like fish scales all over it. So I like that. And then he's got this like bodysuit on with the green, yellow, and white stripes running through it. So he has almost like a bathing suit thing, and then bands around his arms in the green and yellow, and then yellow boots with the white stripes on it there on his feet. So just overall, he just looks really cool. We do have minor issue with this figure that makes it a little bit hard to stand, but overall he functions pretty well, and I just love the look. So it just makes me overall love the figure. So let's do the movement. So his head can twist around. I don't know if it'd be able to twist all the way around, probably because of the design, but it can twist side to side, and he can look at least forward a little. You have to kind of work it forward and then work it back and look up. So a little bit back and forth there. The shoulders can come up pretty close to 90. You got to push down them on a little to get up close to 90. And of course, all the joints and stuff are going to be hard to do because of the wings on his back, but it can rotate around there. Bicep twist. Of course, we heated up all the joints, but they're starting to stick again, so it can twist around there. The single elbow joint that can bend to 90 and then has a little bit rotation in it as well. Then the wrist can twist around and the hand can flex back and forth a little bit too deep into the pocket there, but it can move back and forth. Then we get the ab crunch, so right in here, so he can crunch back and forth. Again, with the wings, it's really hard to get any sort of crunching, but you can get it to crunch a little bit back and forth and twist around as well and kind of go side to side, so like a hula hoop motion. Then we get the hips, which is where we have the issues. This hip especially is really loose, so it comes up nice and easily and out to the side, but trying to stand him up, his leg keeps like easily just going out to the side like this, so he keeps like splitting. So not the best joint in there, but we don't really know what to do to fix that. But he has a thigh twist in there as well. The double knee joint, which again, don't know how we're gonna get it to bend with the wings on the back, but it can bend up, can go about that far at least. And then the foot can flex back and forth and twist side to side. So the movements aren't horrible. Like I said, we have just the issue with the hip, and then with like the back wing thing there, it gets in the way a lot, so it makes him hard to do all the movements, but he still has pretty decent movements, so it works out pretty well overall. Now accessory wise, we get an additional head. So we have this head where he's got like the mouth closed and making like a weird face. It reminds me of a guy like trying to be suave and stuff, but let's try switching that out. So there's the head switch out, so it doesn't look too much different. You just don't have the big open mouth, but I still do like the head, and that's probably what we'll leave on this one. And then I did forget to mention as well, the tail does have movement, so the tail's a joint back here, can go back and forth, twist around and everything, and then it has like a bendy wire in it, so you can get it to bend or do whatever you want there. And then he comes with a number of hands. So first we get some hands that are like open, splayed out fingers. We get some hands with some big grips, so big wide grips there that grab onto things. And finally some normal size grips, I guess. So we have a hand with like a trigger finger, and then just a hand like this as well. So we have different hand options we can switch out, but we'll probably switch these for the accessories. So there I got the hand switched out, and for that we can give him a harpoon gun that he comes with. So it looks really cool, nice cartoony looking gun, but looks awesome with the brown and gray color with the nice big arrow there on the end. So let's try putting this in his hand. So there's the gun in his hands, and not easy to get in there because it's hard for his arms to reach around. So that's the best I could get it to, where he could hold on to each one, and of course it's falling out of his trigger hand, but there he's at least holding the harpoon gun, so at least gives him that accessory. And then he comes with additional accessory like character accessories of a sea turtle, so a nice little sea turtle there, looks pretty fun, nice like dopey eyes and stuff, so fun little sea turtle. And then we also get Bubba the Glub Glub, which is pretty fun. It's like a little crab or lobster character, looks pretty fun overall, has a funny little face and stuff, little pincher hands and little swimmers and stuff with the tail there on the back and the little antenna coming up over its head, so looks pretty fun and cute. Just a little stationary character, doesn't have any movements, but fun little thing to throw in here with Man Ray. Definitely one of the coolest characters, and I love the way he looks. So such an awesome figure to add. And our next character was Dreadmon, which was a South African native that was sent to Jamaica for safety from the apartheid. Where living in poverty, he robbed a talisman from a wealthy vacationer, and the talisman imbued him with super speed, and his continued use of this talisman led to him being transformed into a Tasmanian devil-like creature. And now out on his own as this creature, he eventually met up with Jagwar, and they became friends in the Mighty Mutanimals. And overall, he looks pretty cool. So it's like a dog-like creature, I guess, the Tasmanian, which I don't really know. I know it exists, but I don't know what they look like, besides, of course, like Taz from the Looney Tunes, but it looks pretty good. It looks like a jackal type thing with the dog-like faces, got the big ears, like I said, like the dog with the gold earring, crazy eyes with eyebrows, and then the mouth, so I like how it's like all black in here with the brown fur, and I like how the fur or hair has little skulls all throughout it with like the little braid and stuff in there, so that looks cool, and mouth with teeth in there, and the purple nose, and then that fur continues throughout the body, so down the neck and arms, and I like the little spotted fur on his forearms, and again, spotted fur going all the way down the legs, where he stands up on his feet like this, which makes it pretty difficult for him to stand. You could obviously just flatten his feet out and have him stand, but he's supposed to be standing up like that, so it makes him difficult to stand up. But then he's got this black outfit on with the orange around his neck, belt on, looks just like wood or something wrapped around his waist as a belt, and then like a skirt piece here in purple color. So just looks pretty crazy. Definitely my least favorite out of this entire wave, but he still looks really nice overall. But we can do his movement, so his head can twist around. It's gonna be hard to twist all the way around because of the hair, but it can twist around a little, and he should be able to move back and forth. And I know he has a joint in his neck that allows the neck to move back and forth as well, but I can't even look down that far, and then up probably just about where it is. Yeah, the hair's hitting in the back, so just up that far, so not a whole lot of range, just a little bit of rocking back and forth. The shoulders can come up if you get them up a little higher, close to 90, and rotate all the way around. We get a bicep twist, a single elbow joint that feels pretty stiff again, but can get to 90 there and has rotation. Of course, the wrist can twist around and flex back and forth. He's got an ab crunch at the waist, so crunch back and forth and twist around. The hips can come up to 90 and out to the side. A thigh twist up in there, double knee joint that can bend up at least that far to the back, pretty much kicking his butt. And then we get the joint at the feet, so we have like an ankle joint there that can rock back and forth and twist side to side. And then we have, I guess, more of the toe joint there that can rock back and forth. And then he's got additional joints, so he's got a tail on the back here that can rock back and forth and twist around. And then does also have a mouth joint that allows the mouth to open and close a little bit there. So overall, he's pretty decent. Like I said, the biggest issue with him is just getting him to stand up on the toes. So that's the hardest thing about this, is just trying to get it to balance. But like the others, comes with a lot of accessories, so he's got like claw hands on there, so we get a set of fist hands as well as a set of grip hands. We get an extra accessory for his face, so we got a set of eyes we can switch out, so you just pull his eyes off, so just grab the side of the eyes, they slide right out, and we can slide these in, and so now it has those eyes, which I like so much more. It makes them look less cartoony, so instead of the big wide eyes there, we got the smaller, like normal looking eyes, so definitely like that much more. I guess you could say he goes being like a good guy to the evil or whatever, but I just like that more. I think it will keep those on to make them all sort of fit in a little better. And then it comes with a lot of random accessories, so like first we get a bowl here. It looks like a bowl of fruit, but it has intestines and stuff in it, so it's a bowl of like guts and everything, so he's getting his meat and fruits at the same time, so I guess that's fun for this bowl. And I like how it's like a wooden bowl design, so that's pretty cool. And speaking of fruits, we also get some bananas, so we have a full banana and then a peeled banana, so he can be eating a banana there, so we could put a switch out his grip hand for that. So there he's got the banana he can be eating. He comes with a can or a canister, something like this. I don't know exactly what it is, but looks nice. But we can put that in his hand with like his bigger hands he comes with and stuff. It can fit in there pretty easily, so if you want to have that. He comes with this little creature, which we'll also get one with Jagwar, which I don't know what it is. I tried to look it up and could not figure it out, but he comes with this little thing as well, so again, don't know what it is. It looks like almost like a little sea creature of some sort, like a shell piece, and then has the head, but it's got little pincers and stuff on it. So again, don't know what this is from, but it looks cool, but I could not figure it out at all. So if you know, let me know in the comments. And finally, kind of morbid but cool at the same time, he comes with a tombstone, so a nice little tombstone with a grass base, so nice little display piece you can just have sitting off to the side. So we have that tombstone as well, no engravings or anything on it, but it looks pretty cool. So overall, Dreadman doesn't have a lot of like interesting stuff, but he's still a nice interesting character and looks a little bit different and fits in with the others that we'll have at the end. So overall, just really cool, and I'm glad we have him. Overall, works out pretty well. And our final character is Jagwar, the son of the Jaguar spirit and his mother Juntara, who had abandoned him when he was 12 years old, and he met up with the Ninja Turtles when they were dumped into the Brazilian jungle, and so they worked together to stop mercenaries from cutting down the rainforest, and soon after he created the group the Mighty Mutanimals, which includes Dreadmon, Man Ray, Leatherhead, Wingnut, Screwloose, and Mondo Gecko, and a few others, and they all team up together to fight villains. Like I said, this is really cool. I love this figure. It's my second favorite of the wave after Man Ray. Just looks really cool. I love the look of the Jaguarness to him. So it looks like a Jaguar, cheetah, whatever you want to call it, with the orangish fur all throughout the body. So he's got the cat-like face features in there. So his mouth open, looking all weird with the teeth in there, the nose, the whiskers, all that sort of stuff. Crazy eyes, little tuft of fur, and the ears. And that fur continues down with the spots and stuff. So as the Jaguar spots all throughout the body, running down to the feet, where we have 4 fingers and 3 like toe things, but look like cat toes. And then he has a tail in the back as well. And then I like that he has the like grass stuff. So as the necklace with all the leaves, as well as like the grass skirt, so it looks really nice with the leaves as well as around his wrist. So all of that just looks really nice all together and just carries out an awesome look that I really like. Now movement wise, we have the head that can twist all the way around, and it can look down that far and up that far, so good movements there. The mouth can open and close a little, so just a little bit of movements back and forth. We have shoulders that come up to 90 and rotate all the way around. We get a bicep twist, a single elbow joint that can bend to 90, a little bit stiff, but can bend there and twist around. The wrist that can twist all the way around and flex back and forth. We have an ab crunch in the middle there, so crunch back and forth, very little crunching if any at all, but can twist around mostly, and can twist around at the waist with a little bit of crunching there. Hips can come up that far, so about 45 and out to the side. A little bit of a thigh twist up in there, but a double knee joint that can bend up that far to the back, and then the foot can flex back and forth and twist side to side. And then we have the tail on the back as well that can rock back and forth and twist side to side, and it's got the bendy wire so you can curl it around and stuff there. So overall it looks really good and has pretty good movement, so a good figure overall for this. Now for accessories, again, a lot of them, we get an additional head, so we have a head like more of an angry face there. Again, I like this more than like the cartoony face, so let's switch it out. So there's Jagwar with the less cartoony face, so I like that a little bit more, and it still has a mouth that opens and closes and stuff, so that looks pretty good for him. He comes with additional hands, so he's got fist hands, so he comes with a set of claws or like wide grip hands, and then a set with like normal grip hands. Pretty cutely, we get a baby version of Jagwar, so it's the baby Jagwar all wrapped up, bundled with the purple cloth there, so he looks really cute there. Similar to Dreadmon, we get a bowl of fruit, but this time it's just all fruit, so that looks pretty fun and yummy and delicious. We get that little creature again, like I said, that blue creature, whatever that is supposed to be. We get a fire, so very similar to the tombstone. We get a fire, so nice display. It looks like sand with wood and the fire flames and stuff. Looks really nice. Again, sit that to the side. And somewhat to go along with that, we also get a speared fish, so a fish on a stick, so we can be holding this, roasting it over the fire there. But poor little fish there, nice purple fish that looks really nice overall, but has the eyes and stuff, so poor little thing there, stabbed through but roasted over the fire. But poor little thing there, but we could switch out the hand to have him roasting it over the fire, so let's do that. So there we can have Jagwar holding the fish and then again roasting him over the fire, but poor little fish there being roasted by Jagwar. But pretty cool that he comes with all those accessories as well. So there we have our 3 characters from the Archie comics of Man Ray, Dreadmon, and Jagwar. As I've mentioned, they all eventually form up the Mighty Mutanimals, and to go along with them, we also have the Archie version of Slash. So we have Slash that we can throw in here too to build out more of those Mighty Mutanimals, and of course all those other characters I named we have from the cartoons already, but just so we have the Archie versions here of them all together, just wanted to show Slash. But all 3 of those are really cool. These are just awesome figures. I love Man Ray, he's definitely my favorite. Jagwar is, like I said, close second, and Dreadmon's last, but all 3 of them are really cool, so I can't really complain about any of them, and all of them are pretty good. The only issue, like I said, really have is Man Ray's one leg being real loose, so it kind of slides and makes him split a lot, but he's standing up even with that. So I just really like all 3 of these figures, and I'm really liking the Archie comics version so far, so I hope we get more of them in the future. But let me know what you thought of these figures down in the comments, and if you enjoyed this review, let me know, thumbs up. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you all stay awesome out there, and I'll see you in our next review.